Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are all doing well today. I want to talk about Bitcoin, give you guys a little update what is happening right now with, of course, Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency market, because right now, guys, Bitcoin did in fact take a dip today. Same with altcoins, right? So I really want to talk about it. Okay, should we panic right now? Should we be selling Bitcoin? Should we be buying Bitcoin? That is what I want to talk about for tonight's stream. And there is in fact a fair few, charts, Bitcoin charts that I do want to show you guys today. So hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin and crypto, because right now, guys, honestly, okay, it is not the time to panic. For all you guys that are wondering, should we be panicking right now? Should we be fearful? No, guys. Okay, we should not be panicking or being fearful right now, because I know a lot of investors out there, especially people that are in fact obviously in Bitcoin and crypto, we are obviously panicking. Okay, a lot of people out there are in fact panicking, but I am here to tell you guys that this is obviously not the time to panic. This is actually the time to buy, to be greedy, to actually buy more. Remember, guys, it is September. Usually September is one of, historically, right, September is one of the worst months for Bitcoin, right? We know that. Okay, and I told you guys, ever since the beginning of this month in September, a week ago, right? I told you guys that I am, in fact, expecting huge corrections back down for Bitcoin. And so far, we are only a week into this month of September. Okay, we are 7 days into this month, okay, a week, and we are already seeing Bitcoin down 8% so far. We are only 7 days into this month and Bitcoin is already down 8%. Think about that. And I really do believe it's going to get worse. Yes, Bitcoin is dumping right now, but I really do believe it's going to get worse. Okay, so if it does get worse, which it will, don't panic, buy more. This is literally your last opportunity, guys, to buy Bitcoin and crypto at these low prices, at these cheap prices. Everything is literally on a fire sale right now, right? It will really be dumb to not buy. So I'm telling you guys this right now, okay, you really want to buy now and prepare yourselves for the next upcoming bull run. Just, next month, right, October, right around the corner. October is a fantastic month, and honestly, it's one of the most, if not the most, bullish months for Bitcoin and crypto, right? So I told you guys, once October rolls around and November and December, usually, okay, those months are pretty decent for Bitcoin, especially October. So I'm expecting huge movements. I still believe Bitcoin is still on track to reaching at least $100,000 towards the end of this year in 2024. And of course, throughout next year in 2025, it's going to be beyond 100K to 200K to even over 300K. That's very, very possible as well for Bitcoin to reach, right? So I told you guys, once we actually see Bitcoin reaching 100K and whatnot, we will probably never see it back down below $100,000 ever again. So while Bitcoin is cheap right now, while it's still below 100K, this is literally your once in a lifetime opportunity to buy as much as you possibly can, right? I've been telling you that many times. I've been literally begging you guys to buy now before it reaches 100K and beyond, right? So let me just show you guys what is happening right now with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now, okay, 54,500. Yes, Bitcoin is dropping, and it actually went as low as 52,700. So it actually dropped below $53,000 earlier this morning. So Bitcoin did in fact reach that 52K level, but right now, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, right, you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is now slowly recovering back up to that 54K level. Okay, this is where Bitcoin is at right now. So right now, yeah, Bitcoin is not looking too bad. Okay, it's down slightly still, right, compared to yesterday. Yesterday we saw Bitcoin at about $57,000, $57,000, and yeah, it's dropped all the way down to 52K, right? So this is obviously a pretty decent dump for Bitcoin, right? And I really do believe it will get worse, guys. In the next couple of days, few weeks and whatnot. Just during this month of September, I really do believe it's going to get worse. But don't panic, guys, because like I told you guys, once October arrives, that's when things will change for Bitcoin, and that's when things will skyrocket, right? Crypto market's going to skyrocket, stock market's going to, do well as well. Very, very well, actually. So be ready for that, okay? But yeah, Bitcoin 54, okay, $0.5 thousand. Ethereum, okay, just below $2.3 thousand. Ethereum went as low as 2.1, right? Pretty scary for Ethereum. Pretty scary because we saw Ethereum at about $2.4 thousand, okay, just yesterday. And yeah, ever since it took this dump, it went all the way down to like $2.1 thousand. So great time right now to buy some Ethereum. And obviously Ethereum is slowly recovering back up to, that $2.3 thousand level. So it's almost back up to its, previous level yesterday, right? So it's a great time right now to buy some Ethereum if you guys haven't already. Okay, it really, really is. A lot of these altcoins are great times to buy right now because they are just so cheap. So crypto market right now, okay, global crypto market cap is now below 2 trillion. Okay, not looking too good. Okay, right now sitting at 1.92 trillion, and overall the market today is down over 2%, 2.4%. Past 24 hours, Bitcoin and Ethereum are both down 3%, right? And for the past week, Bitcoin is down 8% and Ethereum is down over 9%, almost 10%. So Ethereum is dropping even more than Bitcoin, just slightly, right? Now, altcoins are in fact taking a beating as well. Okay, since clearly see, especially for the past few days, right? A lot of these altcoins are down over 5% for the past 7 days. Okay, so it's a great time right now to accumulate altcoins because we know alt season is right around the corner, guys. Okay, so this is a great time right now to accumulate altcoins and of course Bitcoin. You can't forget about Bitcoin, right? So it's dipping. Okay, and you can clearly see obviously a lot of investors out there, especially retail investors, are scared, right? They are in fact fearful. You can clearly see the FinGreed index right now sitting at 23. Okay, it's in the reds, obviously. It's in extreme fear mode, so the sentiment has changed. Just yesterday, it was sitting at 22, so it was slightly lower yesterday, right, in extreme fear. Last week was in fear, and last month was in extreme fear at 20. So a lot of investors right now are in fact fearful. So I told you guys many times, when others are fearful, we got to be greedy and buy, while others are panicking for no reason, panic selling, being fearful and whatnot, being scared of what's happening with Bitcoin and crypto. This is obviously a great opportunity to buy. So for everyone that's wondering, should we be panicking? No. Should we be selling? No. Should we be buying? Yes. Should we be holding? Yes. Why would you sell right now? Obviously this is one of the worst times right now to sell. Why would you sell right now when right around the corner a bull run will occur? We're going to see Bitcoin having a massive rally very, very soon. Okay. A bull run is coming, guys. A parabolic movement is coming for Bitcoin. Understand that. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced a bull run or a bull cycle, but it goes crazy, right? And it's going to happen very, very soon. Of course, throughout next year in 2025, I've been telling you guys this many, many times, next year 2025 will be an amazing time for Bitcoin and crypto. It's going to be a wild year, just like where we saw it back in 2021 and of course 2017. Those years were amazing for Bitcoin and crypto. Same thing is going to happen for next year in 2025. So why would you panic now? Why would you be scared now? We are literally at the home stretch, guys, of the next upcoming bull run. We just have to get through September, and then once October arrives next month, everything will be fine. Bitcoin's going to skyrocket. That's why I've been telling you guys many times that realistically, you have less than a month left to really buy Bitcoin at a cheap price. Okay, time is ticking. So unfortunately, if you didn't buy Bitcoin a couple months back when it was cheaper, right, even cheaper where it is now compared to where it is now, then you're going to miss that opportunity, right? But understand it's never too late to buy Bitcoin. Even if Bitcoin reaches 100K, right, and you want to invest into Bitcoin long term, I still think it's a great investment for long term. Just to let you guys know, even if Bitcoin reaches 100K and higher, I'm still going to DCA into Bitcoin. I'm never going to stop DCAing into Bitcoin. Understand that, right? Because I am doing this for long term, guys. I'm doing this for my future self, right? I want to build generational wealth, not for myself, right, but also for my family and my future family, right? I am doing this not just for myself, guys, right? Bitcoin builds generational wealth. I know where Bitcoin is heading long term. Okay, so I am doing this for long term, guys. I'm not here for short term, right? So yes, extreme fear right now. Great time to buy. Okay, it really, really is. Now, yes, Okay, so far, Bitcoin is down 8%. Okay, like I said, we are only 1 week into this month. Okay, 7 days into this month of September, and already we are 8% down. Okay, we are seeing Bitcoin 8% down so far for this month of September. We are still early into this month. We're not even halfway through this month yet, and Bitcoin's already down 8%. Like last month, August, we ended off at 8.6%. Right, and like I said, it will get worse. Right, next few days, few weeks, I really do believe more dips will be coming for Bitcoin, right? But I really want you guys to not be scared. I really want you guys to take it as an opportunity to buy. And yes, historically, yes, it's clear. See, the month of September is usually a pretty bearish month for Bitcoin. Yes, it's clearly see that right back in 2022, it was in the reds. 2021, same. 2020, 2019, 2018, and 2017. Even back in 2014 and 2013. You guys can clearly see throughout Bitcoin history, the month of September throughout these years for Bitcoin have been very, very bearish, right? It's ended off in the reds. Okay, you guys can clearly see that. So historically, yes, the month of September, Bitcoin does perform not that great. And that's exactly what Bitcoin is doing. This is to be expected, guys, right? This is completely normal what Bitcoin is doing right now. Bitcoin is still on track, right? And understand, guys, it's not just Bitcoin that historically has a terrible September. It's not just Bitcoin and crypto, it's also the US stock market, right? So usually, okay, September is historically the worst month for the US stocks, right? So it's not just Bitcoin and crypto guys that have, a really, really bad September. It's also the US stock market as well, okay? And the S&P 500 now is obviously having a correction back down to the downside. Obviously, if the S&P 500 is having a correction, then of course Bitcoin is going to have a correction. And this is one of the main reasons why we aren't seeing Bitcoin having a crash, because obviously the stock market is crashing. So Yasin can clearly see almost $2 trillion, $1.78 trillion was wiped out from the US stock market in the first week of September. So think about that. You guys can clearly see, right, a lot of stocks, okay, did in fact go down. Okay, and this is obviously what is causing Bitcoin and crypto market to crash as well, right? The S&P 500 is going down. We are in fact about to get the rate cuts very, very soon, in a week time, just over a week time actually, in the next like few days, around September 17th or the 18th, somewhere around there, right? And obviously when we get, the rate cuts, I really do believe it's going to get worse, right? Bitcoin's going to drop, crypto is going to drop as well. Okay, so mid-September, be prepared for that, because I do think it's going to get worse, guys, right? And yeah, that is pretty much what is causing Bitcoin and crypto to crash right now. Okay, the stock market is not looking too good. Same with the S&P 500, right? But yes, Bitcoin is crashing right now, and you guys can clearly see the great Bitcoin crash of September 2024. And you guys can clearly see when you zoom out, Bitcoin is fine. Okay, when you really zoom out, Bitcoin is still above the support level, which is this red line right here. And yes, we are seeing a correction, but when you really zoom out here, guys, okay, Bitcoin is fine, right? Bitcoin is completely fine. You guys can clearly see that there's nothing to be panicked about, right? There's nothing to be fearful for. Bitcoin is still holding strong above $50,000. Bitcoin is still almost above its previous all-time highs. Its new all-time high was $73,000. And if you really think about it, Bitcoin's not too far off from that, right? So there's nothing to panic about, guys. Like, let me just show you guys on TradingView. If you go to the weekly time frame, right? Like, what is there to be scared about? You know what I mean? Like, for the past over a year, Bitcoin has in fact been forming this beautiful uptrend, right? You guys can clearly see that. Okay, from early of 2023 to where we are right now. Okay, and Bitcoin went as high as $73,000 all the way over here. And ever since then, yes, Bitcoin was in fact consolidating, right? You guys can clearly see that. Okay, and I get it, right? And it was in between this support level and this resistance line. Okay, and you guys can clearly see Bitcoin is still up, right? You guys can clearly see that. So there's really nothing to panic about. Okay, and I told you guys, right? Once we actually see Bitcoin coming back up, because eventually this will happen. When we see Bitcoin coming back up, breaking this resistance line, it will shoot higher. Okay, that is exactly what will happen for Bitcoin. So please be prepared for that, guys, because a massive run is coming. And once we actually see Bitcoin bouncing back up to like $70,000, breaking that resistance, okay, of its previous all-time highs, it will shoot higher, and that eventually will happen very, very soon, right? Sometime in the next like few months, that will happen. Mark my words, okay? So there's nothing to be panicked about, guys. Okay, when you really just zoom out here, okay, Bitcoin is completely fine, right? It really, really is. When in doubt, zoom out. Okay, now El Salvador bought more Bitcoin today. They are buying the dip. Okay, so we need to be more like El Salvador. Okay, I'm pretty sure many other people out there are in fact buying Bitcoin as well, right? I don't know as much as retail investors, but institutions, I know they are in fact buying. We know BlackRock, they are in fact buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin, right? Pretty much every single day. A lot of these institutions are in fact buying. Okay, the big buyers are obviously buying, right? Whales are obviously buying, we know that. So we need to be more like the big buyers, guys. Us retail investors, this is obviously a great opportunity to buy more. Okay, so don't miss this opportunity, guys, please, right? Now, yeah, speaking about whales, okay, someone just bought $13.6 million worth of Bitcoin. Retail is scared, whales continue to buy. Yes, so that's true. You know, a lot of people out there, retail investors are very, very scared right now. We know the Fingrid index is in fact in extreme fear, and whales are buying over $10 million, guys, which is absolutely insane. Whales are buying. That just tells you something. They know where Bitcoin is heading. Okay, so this is obviously the time right now, guys, to accumulate as much as you possibly can, right? And yes, guys, you don't get a good October without a bad September, and that's very, very true. So once again, you know, September is usually historically a very, very bad month for Bitcoin, but October, okay, October is one of the most bullish months for Bitcoin. November's pretty decent as well, right? Sort of like half and half, but I really do believe this year in November, Bitcoin will perform very, very well. We'll see about that. But yeah, I'm excited for October, and I hope you guys are excited for October as well. So if you're panicking right now, which you shouldn't be, we just really have to get through this month of September. And once September is finished and we enter, the new month of October, then everything's going to be completely fine. That's when we will most likely enter a beautiful bull run, right? And that's when we're going to see Bitcoin reaching new highs, and Ethereum's going to skyrocket, and of course a lot of altcoins will skyrocket as well. So be ready for that, you guys. Okay, now September might suck for Bitcoin, but if you can survive this month, October and November returns tend to average nicely. Okay, so get ready, guys. Like I said, October, November, and December are pretty decent months for Bitcoin, even though September sucks right now, which is good. Okay, and the reason why I say it's good is because you can take this as an opportunity to pretty much buy. Okay, this is a great time right now to stack, to accumulate, to simply DCA into Bitcoin, but time is ticking, unfortunately, right? It really, really is. We only have less than a month left to buy as much as we possibly can before we see a bull run occur. Okay, so stack, guys. Okay, stack as much as you possibly can. Okay, right now. But Bitcoin history is repeating. So what Bitcoin did back in 2014 and 2018, okay, y'all can clearly see Bitcoin was in fact forming this downtrend, okay, and was consolidating a fair bit. And then it broke out and then had a massive uptrend, right? Y'all can clearly see this massive rally up to the upside. The same thing is going to happen for 2025. 2021 to 2025, y'all can clearly see it's pretty similar. Okay, it's not the same pattern, but it rhymes, guys. Okay, it rhymes. So understand, very, very soon we will pretty much see the exact same thing happening. Okay, so be ready for the year 2025, guys, because it's gonna be absolutely amazing, and I really want you guys to be prepared for the next bull cycle, right? So Bitcoin cycles, Bitcoin history is repeating. We are at the starting point of the next massive bull market. So what we saw back in 2013, 2017, and of course 2021, yeah, so let's clearly see a massive bull run. Okay, and before we actually see Bitcoin having this beautiful bull run, we do tend to see Bitcoin in the boring zone, I want to say, right? And you have to clearly see back in 2013, we're in fact in the zone. Bitcoin did in fact have this correction and it was pretty much consolidating and then it pumped, right? Same with 2017, the same exact thing. Even in 2021, right? So this is where we are right now for 2024. We are in fact in the boring zone, right? And we know, guys, we just recently had the Bitcoin halving event. And obviously when we have the Bitcoin halving event, I told you guys many times, and we know this, right? That Bitcoin does enter a bull run, but obviously it doesn't enter the bull run straight away. It takes time. Okay, it takes like a few weeks, even a few months time, and then that's when we see a bull run occur. So understand that. Okay, this is completely normal for Bitcoin. Soon enough, we will in fact see a massive rally. Okay, this is a 4-year cycle, right? We always enter a bear market and then we always enter a bull market, right? Bitcoin enters different cycles, okay? And we always have the Bitcoin halving event every 4 years, right? So it's a 4-year cycle. And yes, soon enough, guys, we're going to enter the next cycle, which is obviously a bull cycle. The bear market is pretty much over. It was over like a couple months ago. Okay, that's officially over, right? We are obviously in a bull market, like right at the beginning of a bull market. Understand that, guys, right? So understand next month, October, keep your eyes on Bitcoin and the entire crypto market because it's going to pump. Trust me on that, right? So that's that. But understand, guys, dips are normal in bull markets. Understand that as well. When we are in fact in a bull market, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced like a bull market. Like, let me know in the comments. But if you guys have ever experienced a bull market, like just say our most previous bull market back in 2021, right? Back in 2021, I remember seeing Bitcoin early of 2021 to like almost mid 2021. Bitcoin was skyrocketing, right? But understand, around May of 2021 and like June and July, that's when Bitcoin did in fact have a correction. I don't know if you guys remember that, but Bitcoin did in fact have a correction. So understand, corrections during a bull market is normal as well. Understand, guys, when we are in fact in a bull market or in a bull run, don't expect Bitcoin just to pump and not have corrections back down to the downside. That's not possible, right? We're gonna see corrections, guys. Okay, during a bull market, understand that, right? Back in 2017, like what this chart is in fact showing us here, we have seen Bitcoin dropping 38%, 33%, 36%, even 29%, right? So there is in fact going to be times where we do in fact see corrections coming for Bitcoin during a bull market, right? During a bull cycle, during a bull run, we're going to see corrections, guys. It's not always going to shoot up. Please understand that. But it always tends to go even higher, right? When we're in fact in a bull market, it always goes higher. Because, for example, back in 2021, yes, May, June, July, we did in fact see a correction, but then after that, it started to bounce back up, right? So understand, next year, 2025, we are in fact going to be in a bull market and expect Bitcoin to have corrections, okay? This is completely normal, guys, okay? So that's that. But yes, Michael Saylor, do not sell your Bitcoins, right? This is obviously not the time to sell. And if you guys are true like Bitcoiners, right, we know this is obviously not the time right now to sell your Bitcoin. Okay, and I'm gonna be transparent with you guys, right? I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you guys. I know where Bitcoin is heading long term, right? I study Bitcoin. I know why Bitcoin was created at the first place. I really do believe Bitcoin is the future. It's the future of money. Bitcoin fixes everything, right? And it builds generational wealth, right, with Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin really does do that. It's a hedge against inflation. I feel like Bitcoin fixes everything. So I know where Bitcoin is heading long term. In general, Bitcoin is the future, mark my words. So honestly, guys, I don't even want to sell any of my Bitcoins in the next bull cycle. Okay, a lot of people say, take profits, right? Take some money off the table, and that's true. And honestly, I might take like 10% to even 20% of my profits from just Bitcoin, right? With my altcoins with my altcoins, I'm going to take majority of my profits from altcoins. But with Bitcoin, it's different. I'm going to be holding majority of my Bitcoins because I know where Bitcoin is heading long term. And Ethereum, right? With Ethereum, I'm going to be holding majority of my Ethereum as well, right? Because I do believe Ethereum has a great future ahead of it as well. Okay, so understand, guys, with Bitcoin, I'm going to be selling like 10% to 20% of my entire Bitcoins that I hold, right? I am not going to be selling all of it. Understand that, guys, because I know where Bitcoin is heading long term. Okay, so understand. Okay, if you guys are true Bitcoiners, if you guys are true Bitcoin holders, hold your Bitcoins. We know the rules. Okay, we know the rule to not sell your Bitcoins. So that's like the first rule, to not sell your Bitcoins. We are here for long term. We know Bitcoin, okay, it's going to be reaching millions of dollars. Okay, and people say, oh, I'm not investing into Bitcoin, to make money. That's a lie, right? Majority of us that are investing into Bitcoin, we want a better future. Especially retail investors, we want to have wealth. We want to become millionaire. And I told you guys, if you just simply accumulate one full Bitcoin, just one Bitcoin, that's it. Just one Bitcoin, you will become a millionaire. It's that simple, right? We know Bitcoin will be worth $1 million and millions of dollars in the future. Like, for example, Cathie Wood, she has predicted that one Bitcoin, the most bullish scenario for Bitcoin by the year 2030 is going to be over $1 million, about 1.48 million dollars per Bitcoin. That's the most bullish scenario. That's Cathie Wood's prediction for the year 2030. That is less than 10 years from now. I don't know if that's possible. We will see. But if you just simply own one full Bitcoin, you will simply become a millionaire. Just think about that. So guys, if you're watching the stream right now, don't sell your Bitcoins. Okay. If you want to take some money off the table, that's fine. I told you guys many times, if you realistically really need that money, go ahead and take profits, right? There's nothing wrong with taking profits. That's how you actually make money. And no one has gone broke taking profits. I'm not saying taking profits is bad, but I'm just telling you guys to not sell all your Bitcoins. That's what I'm saying. You simply want to hodl your Bitcoins, right? Hold it for long term. And you don't want to stop DCAing. You want to keep DCAing into Bitcoin, right? So it's very true what Michael Saylor is in fact saying here. You do not sell your Bitcoin. That's simple. Okay, and I love it because it's true. I can relate. Okay, so that is that, you guys. But it costs $0 to study Bitcoin, and that's true as well. Okay, it literally costs $0 to study Bitcoin, guys. $0. And I feel like a lot of people out there that aren't skeptics of Bitcoin, that people think Bitcoin is a scam, it's a Ponzi scheme, they don't believe in Bitcoin. I don't think they understand why Bitcoin was created at the first place, or what Bitcoin is, or how it works. What's the technology behind Bitcoin, right? Study it, guys. Okay, I feel like a lot of people that out there that are not, bullish on Bitcoin, they just don't understand how Bitcoin works or what it is, right? Study it. It's free. Okay, I don't know. Read the white paper. Okay, on Bitcoin. It's literally on the internet. Just search up Bitcoin white paper, and it's right there. Click the link, and you can read about it. Okay, I don't know, research about it on the internet, watch videos on it. There's so many ways. Even read a book. I highly suggest The Bitcoin Standard. That's a great book. I have it right here, actually. This is a amazing book to read about Bitcoin. This book right here. I don't know if you guys have read this book, but this book right here is absolutely amazing. Okay, when I read this book, it changed. It changed me. It talks about money in general. Okay, how money works, especially in like the early years, like in the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, right? With like stones, irons, and then gold, and then now it's Bitcoin, right? So this is obviously a great book to read if you guys haven't already. Okay, it's a great book. It's a fantastic book in my opinion. And I also have books like other Bitcoin books, like Bitcoin for Dummies, I think it's called. Yeah, this one right here. It's a very, very simple book. So I don't know, just get books. Okay, study what Bitcoin is, and you should be good, right? But yeah, it costs $0, guys, to study Bitcoin. Well, in a way, you got to buy the book. So I don't know if it's actually $0. You know what I mean? But it's cheap, guys, right? The book is like, what, $30? Okay, I'm pretty sure everyone out there has $30 to spend on a book, right? And it's good. You'll get knowledge from Bitcoin, right? So that's that. But if you guys have any questions, let me know right now. I guess I'll do like a little Q&A. So I'm going to go back and see if there's any questions. What's up now? So someone says here, I was around for ever since 2018, which is crazy. The correction from 6K to 3.2K was similar to what's happening now. Then it went to 20K. Yes, right. That's very, very true. I actually remember that, right? 2017, let's have a look here. 2017, we know Bitcoin was pumping like crazy, right? Let's have a look. 2017, right over here, Bitcoin went all the way up to almost $20,000. Right, almost $20,000. Okay, and then I had a correction all the way down to like $3,000. Right, you can clearly see that. Okay, and then it went back up slightly to like $11,000. Okay, this was when Bitcoin was in fact consolidating, and it went all the way down to like just below 6K, 5K, and then it started to skyrocket. Right, the same exact thing is gonna happen. Okay, what's happening right now with Bitcoin? Same exact thing is going to happen for Bitcoin, right? So get ready, guys, for that, because I'm ready and I hope you guys are ready as well. But this is obviously a great time right now to buy Bitcoin, to buy a lot of these altcoins because they are down. It's literally a fire sale right now. Solana is a great buy right now. I see huge potential for Solana. I really do believe Solana is like the next Ethereum. Price-wise, Ethereum is now, thousands of dollars, right? And I do think Solana has the potential to reach $1,000 as well per coin, right? And of course, in the next bull cycle, I think Solana will perform very, very well as well. So there is huge potential for Solana. There really, really is. It's like buying Ethereum when Ethereum was like at $100. That's just my personal opinion, right? I'm not telling you guys to go out there and buy Solana, but yeah, I think Solana is going to perform very, very well in the future, right? Same with Chainlink. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Chainlink. Cardano, there is huge potential as well. A lot of these altcoins, there's huge potential, like Avalanche, I think. Polygon, Polkadot, it's pretty decent, right? But Chainlink, yeah, I'm very, very bullish on Chainlink. Chainlink is like my fourth largest holding. And yeah, I am holding a whole bunch of Chainlink, and I do think Chainlink will perform very, very well in the next bull cycle. And I do think, majority of these altcoins will reach back up to its previous highs and reach a new high, right? For example, if we click on Solana, okay, we clearly see Solana. When Solana was dropping, guys, like all the way down here, I remember it was pretty scary times for Solana, back in end of 2022 when Solana was like below $10. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. But did I sell my Solana? No, guys, because I was down so much, okay, with Solana that I didn't even sell. Like, what's the point of selling at a loss, at that point, right? So I just simply held, and I'm glad I held because Solana went back up, right? Yasin's clearly saying that right now. Yasin's clearly Solana's almost back up to its previous highs. And I really do believe Solana will reach back up to its previous highs and easily reach a new high in the next bull cycle. Easily, right? And honestly, right now, it's not too far off from reaching back up to its previous highs. Okay, it really, really isn't. So it's a great time right now to buy some Solana, right? Okay, so someone says there's a few coins here. I'm gonna look them up. Okay, so let's have a look. If you guys have any questions, let me know now, and I'll be happy to answer them. I'll try my best to answer them. Okay, so do you love VRA? Is that Veracity? Let's have a look. Oh, the Veracity. Okay, so I used to have some of this coin. I know this coin is down bad. I know it's down, but like, look at it. It is down a fair bit. I used to have Veracity, but unfortunately, I did sell at a loss. The reason why I got in, guys, is because someone, okay, that is also in the crypto space told me about Veracity. I think it was like back in 2021. And he just told me, this is going to be the future and whatnot. So I bought some. Lucky I didn't buy too much of it, but yeah, I got out. So I'm not bullish on this coin anymore. GMZ coin, no, I'm not a huge fan of that. Sorry. I think that's what it's called, right? Jasmine. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this. Jasmine, no. I think this coin is over. Like, it hasn't even made a momentum back up to the upside at all. For over 3 years, guys, this coin has just been set. Like, yeah, it's over. I think that's just me though. Beam. Let's have a look. All right, this one has potential. It's up 145% 1 year. It's up 145% month. It's down 3%. Yeah, this has potential. You know, this one's not good. I've never heard of it though. All right, but there is potential. Okay, Beam. Never heard of it though, but it doesn't look too bad right now. Yes, it's obviously in a downtrend, but I think it will potentially bounce back up. Like there is potential here, right? So that's that. First time Chainlink was recommended to me. It was 24 cents. Wish I would have bought some. Wow, 24 cents. That is insane. I wish I would have bought some Chainlink as well at that price because right now it's like, what, $10? Probably lower now. Yeah, just below $10. Pretty much $10. 24 cents. That is crazy. Wow, that was like back in 2018 times, even 2019. That is absolutely insane. I wish I would have got into crypto at the time. You know, I first heard about Bitcoin 2016 when I was in high school. I thought it was a scam, right? That was like the first time I heard about Bitcoin, and I thought it was a complete scam, right? I was wrong, obviously. A lot of us were wrong. Okay, we all wish we had a time machine, but yeah, that's that. We can't regret much, guys. Uh, 10x, James. Really? I really need to buy a new keyboard. Let's have a look. Uh, okay, past year it's up almost 400%. But if you look at the all time, like it has not really made a move. Like this coin was all the way up, like what, $3, $4, over $4. I don't know why this coin has dropped so much. Hmm. I wonder what the Trump meme coin is going to do as we get towards the election. I think it will pump. I mean, meme coins in general will perform very, very well. I feel like a lot of these meme coins will perform very, very well, in my opinion. Okay, I do believe Dogecoin has huge potential to. I don't know if Dogecoin can reach $1 like everyone was expecting back in 2021. Like, I don't know if there's potential, but I think there is potential. You know, for Doge to reach back up to its previous highs, even to reach $1. I think that's very, very possible. We will see though. I don't know. 65 cents. Not bad. Shiba Inu, I think will perform well. Pepe, Dog with Fat, Bonk, Floki, Brett. Yeah, I think these memes will perform very, very well in the next bull market. Right, especially the ones with Don Trump, right? The Donald Trump memes. Yeah, you're right. You know, there is huge potential that these memes will pump. You know, especially with the elections coming up in November, I believe. Um, yeah, that's that. I hope Donald Trump does win the election, right? Obviously, if he wins the election, I think that would be great for Bitcoin and crypto, right? Because obviously we know a couple weeks back, Trump did obviously, you know, attend the Bitcoin conference in Nashville for this year in 2024. And yeah, Trump has said some very, very bullish things about Bitcoin. So obviously, if Trump wins this election for this year in 2024, it will be bullish, obviously, for crypto, I feel like, right? But yeah, a lot of these memes will perform very, very well, in my opinion. I really do believe in that, for sure. A lot of memes are down, so it's a great time. I mean, in general, altcoins are down a fair bit right now, so it's a great time in general to get in, guys. If you haven't already, it's a great time to get in, right? So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. Okay, do not be fearful right now for what's happening with crypto, because understand even the stock market is not looking too good as well, right? The S&P 500 is not looking too good, right? It's having a correction. And that's obviously one of the main reasons why we aren't facing a correction today for Bitcoin and crypto, right? It's dumping, but understand in general, the month of September is usually a pretty bad month for Bitcoin, okay, and crypto, right? And of course, the stock market as well, right? The US stock market. September in general is just historically a bad month for every market, right? So this is to be expected. So guys, don't panic. Okay, this is not the time to panic. This is obviously the time to buy as much as you possibly can, because next month, October, that's when the tables will turn, things will change, and Bitcoin will skyrocket, right? Bitcoin will skyrocket. A lot of altcoins will skyrocket. Obviously, we know alt season is right around the corner, so there's nothing to be worried about or to panic about, right? So that's that. But I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. More videos will in fact be coming away. If you guys haven't seen today's video that I've uploaded a couple of hours ago, you should definitely check out that video. It's very, very interesting, so please check it out. If you guys could please go down right now, give this stream a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. That is always appreciated. And I guess I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.